Hello, insiders. Today we have a very special guest joining us. She has recently graduated from our flagship program called LMA, and she will be sharing a little bit about her experience on board LMA program. And before we begin, I just want to say that it's an absolute pleasure to have you here with me today. And I honestly cannot wait to introduce you to everyone. So on that note, then let's start with your name and where are you currently based?
Good morning, Toma, and good morning, everyone. I'm so honored to be here. My name is Bogomila. I'm based just outside of central London in my
Amazing.
garden today.
It looks beautiful. It's tropical London. At the moment, it's definitely tropical London. So, Bogomila, I'll take you back now to even before you started LMA. So, what would you say was the biggest problem you were facing back then, and how was that affecting your life before you joined LMA?
Yeah, so I was actually reflecting on it a lot, but to put it, I will picture you a vision. Imagine lying on the dark sand, covered in the sand. That's how I felt. I felt being trapped inside and then not alive. I was really hurt. I had difficult childhood, and all the experience in my life were just there were so many things I didn't work through, and they were buried in, and all the feelings were buried in, and uh, I just didn't know what to do. I went through different healings, different programs, and yes, I was at the point where I don't feel energy. I don't feel the liveliness of life. I'm burnout, and I didn't want to be dead, but I didn't want to leave because that was just surviving.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, and thank you for sharing that. So, how was it showing up in your life? Was it affecting a particular area of your life? Was it a little bit of everywhere? How was it showing up for you?
Yes, yes, it would like shortly everywhere. It was affect everything. All my life was a mess before joining LMA.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I have to bring you back, bring you back there because clearly you're a lot more vibrant now. So, when you found LMA, actually, do you remember how you found us in the first place?
Yes, yes, yes. It was. I was watching in YouTube. Many people I connected with, many people watched YouTube, and there was this Tim Han saying, "Are you tired of being sick and tired?" And that got me. Like, yes, I am. So I watched the webinar. I watched the video. I went to webinar, and I thought, wow, this guy he's not real. That's what I thought. How come can someone has almost the same experience as I had, and uh, telling the story like that, uh, I couldn't believe it. I almost didn't like. This is too good to be true. This guy is too good to be true. So I saw the webinar, and I was I liked it, but because I signed up, I think day before I signed up to another course, I thought, I already bought another course. I'm not going to join it. That was January 2020. Sorry, July 2020. I've just experienced a big heartbreak, and I went through different stages of life. I went to see a healer. She fixed me for some time, and then 2 months later, the life just hit me. It hit me so hard. As I said to you, I had burnout, and the only reason to be alive was to look after my mother, who had experienced cancer for 12 years. So being her mental and emotional support, that was kept me going.
Mm.
And I found out. She's in the hospital, and then in the period of few days she passed away. when she passed away, I said to my sister, you know what? I have experienced so many things. I went to different courses and they helped for a short period of time, but nothing seems to help. And I said to her, uh, you know, I told you about this guy. His name is Tim Han. I think, you know, that the course I saw a few months, the webinar I saw a few months before, I think I need to see it again. And but I said to her, but it costs so much money. I don't think, you know, I've never invested so much money in personal development course. And then this is not covered by insurance, like some of the practitioners I've seen. And my sister said to me, if you think it's gonna help you, then go for it. And I thought, and I said to her, well, if this guy is not going to help me, then I don't know what will, because I've tried a lot of things and it didn't help. So I might, before giving up, I will give it a go. So I signed up for LMA.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for sharing that. That's so special. And honestly, I'm so grateful and happy that you are here with us and experience this beautiful journey. So on that note, then tell me a little bit more about your LMA experience. Now that you are on board, what would you say was maybe the first breakthrough or the biggest takeaway that you had on board LMA?
The breakthrough. That's the exact word. I experienced something in the childhood when I battled through 25 years. I kid you not, 25 years it took me to and it took me to go through the different practitioners to get through that. I felt there is a weight on my shoulders, weight in my heart. And then going through the LMA, going through that course, I could break through. I felt like something was in a good way, torn my heart. You know, those clutches, those chains. I felt I'm opening them up, and then I felt so relieved. Yeah,
Wow.
that's
That's amazing. So, how do you see it now working? Like after you had that breakthrough, did you see any changes in your life? How did that affect you personally after that?
definitely. So from myself, I wake up happier. I wake up grateful. I wake up looking forward to life. I've got uh, plans. I've got dreams, and I want to, you know, I'm creating them. So that's what I see from inside, but also from the outside. People are telling me I've got better energy, I'm happier, I'm better to be around with. As someone told me, I've never actually uh I've never felt so, like someone will tell me a very attractive man came to me the other day and he said, "You look so confident, and that's attractive." So I was like, wow, that's a change. That's LMA.
Wow, amazing. Radiating that confidence from in to out. Amazing. So, what would you say was the biggest benefit from going through LMA, all the 6 weeks of LMA program?
This is a life-changing experience. That's uh, I think the breakthrough. I'll keep that word.
Mm.
The breakthrough. The before I felt so small and like almost like, you know, my what I was feeling inside, that was like pulling in me, and then I couldn't. I was like this little part of me like dying inside, and then to breaking through, opening that all the experience, you know, the experience, they haven't changed. That's part of my past, but healing through that, I don't feel affected by it anymore. It almost feel, you know, okay, I'm healed, and those wounds, they're scars. You know, we've got scars, but there are no wounds anymore because they are healed.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that. Thank you for sharing this. So, on that note, then, what would you say has surprised you or made you the happiest from experiencing LMA?
How the course is created. I when I told you my reservation about the money, uh, it's actually, now I see it from going through the course, is saving you money because it's saving you time. How Tim created the course, I still can't, like, my logical brain cannot comprehend how someone can create such a powerful course, because it's only, you're not going through, not only for one subject, not only from psychology, neurology, when I was going through different, people or books. He's going through the so many layers of life, so many methodologies, and then also you keep repeating. So 1 week after another, it's not, so every week is based on different subject, but uh, in a very subtle way, it repeats the information from the what you gained previously, and that's repetitiveness. It keeps it grains the integrity, and it grains the changing the habits. I think that the habits as well, your brain rewires in a certain way, different way, the better way.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, so much growth.
Yeah, amazing. And you have been one of those people that you really took action, especially with like doing the challenges, going out there, making it happen. So, what has motivated you to take that extra step, and how did it feel for you in the very beginning during perhaps the very first challenge?
So actually, this is something I would say LMA it's great about, because other courses, they, even if they have challenges, they're very short and they are not as in deep.
Mm.
And then yes, the challenge team created. Wow, they're not easy. I'm telling you, they are not easy. There were so many times when I thought I'm not going to press that button, but the two things. Um, Team is always reminding us to keep going, to improve. So I think that, and then he does it himself as well. You can see him participating. So the fact he's doing as well, it motivates you. So it keeps, it's not just, he's not part of the leader who is just sitting there and telling you what to do. He is an inspiration for all of us. So that's one thing. And the second, the community you guys created, people, helping others, encouraging others, and also, giving you a virtual hug. Sometimes because you are so, you think like, oh, I'm sucking, like I've never done the video, and then I'm so bad, and people will tell you like, no, like this is your first time. Look it in the positive way. You break it through, and then you go out of your comfort zone. And when you go out of your comfort zone, the magic happens.
Yes, absolutely. So on that note, then in terms of your expectations, what would you say has exceeded your expectations since working with us?
Well, it definitely exceeded. I didn't when I signed up, I didn't believe. I'm very analytical. I'm very uh like finding the facts, and I need to see the proof. And I didn't believe I will be able to go through the life changing transformation I went through. I didn't think, I saw other people and I thought that, okay, maybe for them it's possible. I didn't think that's possible for me.
Mhm.
And seeing myself right now and even talking to you, uh, I don't think I will be ever even considering joining you on the video and share my experience. Yeah, so that's I feel like I'm a in a positive way, I'm a different person, and then like I am grateful for you guys.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And it's amazing to see you as well, shining your light, standing in your confidence, which is very grounded confidence as well. And that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So the final thing then, for those people who are currently watching that kind of maybe on the limbo, not sure whether to join LMA or not, maybe the money thing, maybe something else, is it for me? What would you recommend or what would you advise somebody who's currently watching and they're still on the fence whether to join LMA or not?
Sure. So part of package you've got with LMA is your accountability partner. You can choose to have accountability partner. And I remember talking to my accountability partner because videos, you do it and anyone in the group can see it. It's private, but anyone can see it. But then you've got this one-to-one conversation where at the beginning, because you're so close, so afraid of opening up, you can have that extra layer, a more intimate conversation with your accountability partner, who will also keep you accountable if you don't do the things you said you're going to do. And I said to her, you know what, I sign up for this program. There is money back guaranteed. So if anything goes wrong, I literally said I was you know I was ashamed to say that in public, but I said that to her on one-to-one, and I said if that's not going to work, then we can get our money back, like mine, like poor mindsets mentality. And then after already 2 weeks, she started to say, "You're changing. You're different. And you're growing." And when the time comes when both of us could sign off, I said to her, "You know what? That we cannot do that because this is working. You see, like first of all, that would be dishonest, and second of all, it's working. So let's see what's on the other side. Let's see more out of it." And and then at some point, I said, "We cannot afford not to go through it." So literally, as I said at the beginning, it saves you the time, it saves you the money because you don't have to go through any other courses. It's just this methodology. It's so well thought of. I still can't comprehend how Tim did it, but I'm grateful he did it. And yes, you like if you think you don't have money for it, that's why you need to do it because you cannot afford not to go through it.